trailhead of Highway 27, getting ready to head out for a 3 or 4 day adventure. Love this little spot. I'm gonna have a great trip, I hope. Beautiful weather, and we're gonna get this show on the road. Life is good, blue skies, perfect day. So I am going to just say openly that I hope to hike 12 miles today. Got a late start. Flew my drone a little bit at the trailhead before I put on my pack. Got a little bit of video. Got my Sounds of the Trail podcast going. Been watching that funny mother effer YouTube guy that I subscribe to. What is it? IB Tat. Like I said earlier, he cusses up a storm, but really great, funny, informative, inspirational video. So we're just starting off here. Trail is easy. I'm feeling good. Cannot wait to get to the end of this trail. It's been great, but I'm ready to check out some other trails. So this is great training for the AT next spring. Also hope to through hike the Ozark Highlands Trail, OHT. Hopefully I can get that done in a couple of weeks. I've never hiked for more than 3 or 4 days, so that will be fun and interesting. Gonna have to store some food caches and water caches, or at least some food caches for sure, along the way. And I'll turn this around so you guys can see this forest that I'm looking at. Okay, we're gonna blow past Ranger John Archer shelter. It's at 122.6. It's just probably about 300 yards down the trail. I don't know if you can see it through the trees there. Anyways, we're gonna keep on moving. So just doing a little thinking here and explaining. So my goal to hike the AT next March 2019 stems from a lot of reasons. First, it just sounds like the adventure of a lifetime. Really looking forward to the camaraderie, the friendship, probably the lifelong friendships that I'll make out there. The challenge, you know, I've obviously never done anything like that in my life. I've done some long ultra races, but you know, that's staying up one night, and I didn't even make it staying up one night. So just really looking forward to seeing if I can do this. I know it's going to be tough. I know there's going to be times that I want to quit. I'm going to be dirty, hungry, sore. The rain, from what I've heard, is just horrendous. Every day, cold, wet in the beginning, sweating your balls off in the middle, cold again through some of the mountainous areas of New Hampshire, Maine, White Mountains. I know that you're curious, I know that you're strong, but life can be furious and things can go wrong. You go. But this is one of the only times probably in my life that I can do this, and I am just so fortunate right now. I own a company that does timing for like marathons and 5Ks, and we send crews out on Saturday morning. Sometimes we'll have, like this month, April, or in a couple days will be April, we'll send out 5 or 6 crews to different towns. I've got a wonderful office manager who runs my payroll and everything in the office, sending out the bibs and chips, keeping my books, handling most of the emails and phone calls. I've got some great timers that I can trust with some of the more difficult races now, which I wasn't able to in years past. So basically I'm making money without working that much. Lately I've been kind of turning over the reins. Whoops, tree limb. Turning over the reins, and you know, I've been working 5-10 hours a week, so not much. So that's kind of where I'm getting to, is hopefully by next March the company can run itself. I'll still be making income, a little bit less since I won't be doing anything. I'll be paying other people to do basically everything. But you just never know if this will ever happen in my life again, where I can afford to take off 6 months and do a epic adventure like the Appalachian Trail or even the PCT in 2020 maybe. It's pretty weird when you're just hiking this trail. You don't really know where you are, and you see a freaking car on the side of the trail before you see the road. But anyways, this is I think Forest Service Road 148. I was like, what the hell is a car parked on the trail for? But like an idiot, I didn't see the road. Forest Service Road 148. Where the hell is the trail at though? This is one thing. Ah, there we go. Every time you cross a road, you kind of gotta hunt for the other side of the trailhead. But there she blows. I don't know, man. This old gate may keep us out. This is a pretty rugged looking gate here. All right, we're going down, followed by an up. I don't think there's any huge climbs on this part here, so that's a good thing. I'll tell you what, this is just not a test of hiking. You know, part of the reason I'm doing this Ouachita Trail is just to, you know, hike in the rain, hike in the snow, hike in the heat and humidity, hike up mountains, cross raging rivers, test out all my camping stuff. But on days like today, this is just not much of a test. It's one of those days that you're not hot, you're not cold, it's sunny, there's no breeze, spring flowers are blooming, trail's pretty easy, pine needles on the flat forest floor, no goddamn rocks, no briars cutting into you. This is newbie hiking right here. Tell you what, if this was your first hike, you would have the wrong impression of what hiking and backpacking is really about. I guess the only issue today is that I've got a full pack with about 8.5 pounds of food, which is down from 10.5 last time, so I'm happy. I actually dehydrated a bunch of stuff yesterday and the day before. Got some dehydrated ground turkey, dehydrated noodles, dehydrated vegetables, dehydrated chili. So I've got a couple of chili meals, homemade, dehydrated, and then I've got it's a beef chili mac recipe, but I use ground turkey. So it's ground turkey, macaroni noodles, this sauce that should be pretty killer, and a bunch of dried veggies. My house smells totally like onion right now. But we're not thinking about home. We're thinking about the trail that lies ahead. Well, I am not sure about this. I might have to jump this son of a bitch. Okay, so usually if I knew I was crossing a bunch of streams, I would just jump in, get my feet, socks, shoes wet. Or I guess I could have taken off my shoes and crossed this barefoot pretty easily. But there This thing just winds around. It's like a water ride at Disneyland. Same 2 feet deep, 4 feet wide, all the way around. So anyways, I did a little bushwhacking and did my first tree crossing. A little tight rope on a tree. So about killed myself, but I made it through with dry feet. Woohoo! Just met 3 hikers from I think I said Hot Springs area. Really nice. They've walked this trail a lot. I think 2 of them have done the entire trail, and one of them is he's done about as much as I have, except he's going the opposite way. So I'm wondering if I need to turn back, because I am not swimming across this. Or I could just go across this little concrete bridge. Alright, so the funny camera angle is so my phone does not fall in this gorging creek, gorge or creek or river or stream or tidal wave. You know, I have a hard time passing by these really scenic areas without taking at least a 5-10 minute break. So anyways, filled up, and 5 more miles, and I'm sure I'll check in a little bit later down the path. Well, son of a biscuit. I was just taking off my pack, gonna set up camp there. Reached for my tripod to do a little time lapse of setting up camp, and it's not in there. So the only place I took off my, well, I don't know, it could be anywhere, but I'm gonna go back just about a 1/4 mile where I filled up for water and see if I get lucky it's there. All right, no such luck on the tripod. No big deal. Still film, still prop the camera up on something. So it's hard to tell terrain, but this looks pretty flat. I can make this work. Hell, I might even be able to start a campfire in here. I got a nice little canopy. It's hard to tell what trees are dead, but it's not windy. All right, we're gonna set up camp here. All right, we've got camp set up. Got the little fire going. And I am cooking me some of this turkey mac. One thing I love about this tent is it's pretty see-through. So this is through the tent wall. That's the moon.